Now to record-breaking travel predictions for Thanksgiving this week. People are already packing into airports across the country.
The weather will be a factor. Chris Van Cleve has a broader look at its impact nationwide.
It is late November, so it's probably too much to hope for that there'll be no winter weather anywhere over Thanksgiving. So the airlines are closely tracking the forecast, especially for that trek home, where we could see some disruptive weather in the east in particular. Now, take a look at this video from the Austin airport. This was the security line around 5:30 yesterday morning. The airport says the line was long, but moving steadily. The rush really started Friday when the TSA says it saw a 25% spike in traffic at checkpoints, screening about 2.7 million people. This was the line at Los Angeles International Airport at 4 a.m. Friday. The FAA says the number of scheduled flights will peak Tuesday with more than 50,000, but the airlines expect Wednesday and Sunday to actually see the most people, with next Sunday potentially setting an all-time record. Over the weekend, cancellations remained extremely low, even though weather delayed thousands of flights. But as we get closer to Thanksgiving, we're watching for the potential of snow in Denver and Salt Lake City. Those are two major airline hubs, so that could create some delays. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, New York.
We want to take this CBS News report and bring in our next weather team. Meteorologist Mike Gusnak is joining us now. No doubt about it. There's going to be a lot of Minnesotans traveling, people from western Wisconsin as well. So what can we expect up here in the upper Midwest?
Yeah, not a ton, which is actually kind of nice. I mean, it is going to be cold, but we've got you covered no matter where you're coming from or headed to. Let's talk first about the Twin Cities. Travel over the next several days. Pretty much all green lights as we go from Tuesday, tomorrow, with a high near 29. The cold really will be the story. Wednesday, in the metro, aside from a flurry, I think we're just looking at a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures may be a degree or two milder. Thanksgiving looks quiet. There will be some flurries around, especially to the west of the Twin Cities, but that'll be a colder day. And then Friday, for all your shopping, you're going to be waking up with temperatures hovering around 10 in the metro and only topping out around 21. And it'll feel like the single digits all day. Again, aside from the cold, though, the roads should be nice and clear. Here's Wednesday at noon, a little wider view. You can see some rain showers mixed with some wet snow, potentially in Chicago, but that I don't think will be a big travel issue. We had been forecasting some snow across the Rockies, and it's still there, but it's not going to be especially heavy, so that's good news. And if you're headed to the south, yes, there will be a cold blast coming in the short term here, but temperatures will rebound fairly nicely as we go a little closer to Thanksgiving. Speaking of, there will be a bigger storm across the East Coast, and that actually may impact, well, probably won't impact it, but it will have outcome, or will affect the outcome of the parade, the Thanksgiving Day parade, with some snowflakes and raindrops. Locally, if you're traveling around on Thursday, we've got 20s for highs in northern Minnesota, 30s as you head down toward Iowa, and 40s down toward Kansas. That is cold no matter how you slice it. And coming back, it's going to be even colder. Here's some selected daytime highs and forecast for Sunday. Two Harbors, 24. Actually, the lake influence keeping things milder there, but Alexandria, 10. Princeton, 18 for the high. Again, no snow, no rain. We'll take that. That is going to be a bundle-up kind of forecast, guys.
Yeah, just pure winter, whether there's snow or not.
January, absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
And that leads us to our question for you today. We want to know, are you traveling for Thanksgiving this week? Are you hosting? Will you be hitting the road, or are you flying to your holiday destination? You can give us your feedback. Just scan the QR code right there in the corner of your screen, or on a computer, you can go to WCCO.com/connect. Make sure you're voting on the 4 p.m. poll, and we'll share that feedback in just a few minutes.
And speaking of the roads, let's take a look at your next drive. It is a little congested here. This is 694 eastbound at Silver Lake Road up in the New Brighton area. So it's those westbound lanes actually that are seeing those slowdowns. But we will tell you that we haven't seen much traffic around the Twin Cities. And so that could indicate some people may have already hit the roads, Jeff. People took the week off perhaps, but traffic for the most part pretty light out there.